What's up, guys and gals? Welcome to the Cantonese Comics Kids channel, and welcome to Extreme Nerd Table. I actually have my panel with me today. I actually have Anthony, Sika, Wild Mercury Comics, and well, I always forget that the other one, Wild Mercury, and why can't I remember her right now?
Oh my God. Oh my
Oh my
God.
God! Yeah.
Creator of Oh My God, Misty America,
Right.
Venerella,
Yeah.
Martian Law,
Yeah, that's
and
the
my
one. Miss.
son.
Yeah, Misty America. I always forget. I'm like, why am I forgetting her? And we got Randall, and then we got Daryl. Daryl is actually back, and Daryl actually has a copy of Oh My God in his hands.
This is going to be your cue cards from now on.
Yeah, I need them.
Hold on, I got to find that book with Chloe on the front.
Yeah. What's up, Captain?
Captain Comics.
What's up, Cap?
Bored on a
Ahoy.
Sunday night. Ahoy.
Yeah, I saw the mermaid. I saw he had a little fun with the mermaid on Instagram.
I was concerned. There were children in the background behind him. I'm wondering what they were thinking.
Ariel had a smile on her face.
Yeah.
I hope Tori was okay with that. So he's gonna tell me Tori took the picture.
Probably.
So what you guys been up to this week? Have you guys picked anything up? Have you guys done anything cool this week? Besides Daryl going to disc golf every day.
I looked in the mirror, man, that was awesome.
He looked in the mirror.
It was awesome.
I picked up I picked up something Daryl won't like, but I picked up what's funny is, remember last week I said that I would never buy and by the way, I didn't buy a Marvel comic. So I'm sticking to my vow at least for a week. After Venom, what was it, 200, 300, whatever the hell it was?
Yeah.
Okay. By the way, I want to tell you guys something. Venom 300 was 72 pages, okay?
Right.
That's the actual page count. It had 18 pages of advertising in it. Okay. So it was almost a 100-page book, but it was still only 72 pages of comics. 50 of those pages were Randall's favorite TV show type comics. They were just people talking to each other, like Owen Wilson. Yeah. And then there was about 10 pages of action in the Venom 300. Marvel decided to charge anybody that bought it, like me and Jeff, $9.99 for that book. Okay,
almost $10.
Now, my guy, again, I know Randall, not a fan, but guess what? Mr. McFarlane put out his Spawn universe.
Yep.
Don't worry, I'm not a fan either.
60 pages. 60 pages. $5.99. Spawn universe. J. Scott Campbell covers. $5.99 for 60 pages. No advertisement. No filler. Battles from page 1 to the end of the book. Beheadings, new villains, new spawns, gunslinger spawn all over the place. A lot of cool action. Jim Chung doing the artwork. They got a movie coming out with him called Chung-Chi. Anyway, Jim Chung artwork, great stuff. Bronze Age Brian. But anyway, my point is $5.99 for 12 less pages. So Marvel, bigger company, bigger everything, decided to charge $4.99 extra. And by the way, Spawn's universe, as crazy as you think it is, I think there were 8 covers, maybe 6. And 3 of them were by J. Scott Campbell.
Yeah, but don't forget, actually, they probably had store
6 variant covers
too. They probably had store variants too.
6 variant covers. No, there were 6 variant covers. Venom had 98,000 variant covers. So I'm just saying, again, I'm not a big guy for the What's Up Puff Comics, But again, I just have to, and the irony of this is, you know, Todd McFarlane, co-creator of Venom, comes out the following week, $4 savings, pretty much the same amount of book.
Yep, and I picked it up too. So
That's about $10 more than I would have paid for anything Spawn.
So did you pick up anything, Daryl, or did you do anything cool?
I'm actually doing some artwork right now.
Artwork.
He's drawing. He's drawing Spawn hanging from a tree.
What about Randall?
It's already been done. I'm not doing that. Been done.
You picked.
He knew that though.
Besides Randall munching on stuff, did you pick anything up?
Yeah, but
You got dinner?
I'm gonna finish eating this first. I'm gonna go wash my hands because I don't want to get all the cheesiness on the nice books. Oh, someone was Odd fan.
Why the big Spawn hate?
I absolutely despise McFarlane.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I mean, I really wish that, maybe at some point in his career, he would do an homage of his own work. Oh, wait a minute.
Wow.
I like this. I don't mind if other people homage your work, but when you do it repeatedly of your own stuff, I mean, you kind of hurting your shoulder, patting yourself on the back.
No, I disagree.
The truth is, he doesn't like Canadians.
He's the only one charging $2.99 for comic books, and he's been doing it since day one.
I haven't bought any in a long time, so
it's all good.
I'm good.
But I did something pretty big this week. I actually finished.
Oh, this is what I want to hear about.
Yeah, Vampirella. Whoops.
He moved.
Yeah, he did.
There he is.
There you go. So I actually picked up the final issue for my Vampirella run, for the Warren run, and and the funny thing is, it came from Stone Cold Steve. Steve actually started me on the run, and he finished me on the run because he A-okayed me at issue 18 to start me on the run, and now he A-okayed me the last issue to end me on the run. So that's the karma, man. That's coming back around.
I'm looking forward to a video of you showing all of them.
Yeah, I am. When that 112 comes back from CGC, finally, I'll end up doing one. Yep. Awesome. So I'm super happy to have this, man. Like I said, if I found it out in the wild, this one won't mean as much. This means way more now since Steve A-okayed it to me. So, you know what I mean. So that this means awesome. way more, man. So. They're the ones that started me on the run, and it was Puff and all them that helped me with some of the books too, man. So that makes me so happy to have it. So I'm actually done. Yeah, I'm actually finished with that run, and then I did something really interesting last night because I watched Torpedo Comics has their live auction on Instagram. I saw Golden Age Frazetta. And they had 30% off, so I picked it up for a pretty decent deal. I looked at the prices on eBay, and then they had it for way cheaper than eBay. So I grabbed it. So it's a Golden Age Frazetta. So I have a Golden Age. Now I have something from Golden Age from Frazetta. And now I have something Bronze Age from Frazetta and some modern. So I have three different eras of Frazetta now.
Nice.
So, awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm happy to have it because it's one of the pre-code horror books that he did. So I'm really excited. I can't wait to actually get it in my hands and actually see it. And then on July 8th and 9th, there's going to be Clayton Crane and Sarah Frazetta signing at Yancey Street Comics in Newport Richey. So I'm excited.
Oh, so Sarah's going to be there. That's cool.
Yeah, I'm actually going to go and actually meet Sarah for the first time.
So Sarah,
I already see that.
If you're watching,
as soon as you said she's at Yancey Street, I'm like,
I was gonna actually say the same thing. Are you
there 24 hours before the event?
Yeah. Well,
you got like a little sleeping bag.
Yeah, but the whole thing is because if I do get it, because I'm gonna ask you. Well, ask you guys the same thing, but I've already asked a couple of the guys too. The guys all said, "Yeah, man, it's her grandfather, but she'll be able to get the main art of that book anyway. So if you A-OK it to her, it's still it's still cool that she's gonna have it, but she can always get the main art if she needed it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's like, but I thought about
Yeah,
A-OK and her.
If you have the money too, you know what you could do? You could ask her if she's doing any art commissions, any drawings there. And you can be like, hey, I want to get a commission of Vampirella drawn by Sarah Frazetta.
Yeah. Oh, she's done one already for Black Flag Comics already. So she's done actually one. So I wouldn't mind getting.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, this would be for your personal collection. You would actually have an actual commissioned.
Yeah. That's what I'm gonna. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna ask her too. And then
that's 2 restraining orders.
Yeah, but the big one is I honestly want her to sign a couple of things that her grandfather did. But the main reason I want her to do that is because it's the Frazetta bloodline. You know what I mean? It's a Frazetta that's signing it. So I think it's okay for them to sign stuff. You know what I mean? Sign things that I don't know, man. But like I said, I'm just excited to actually find something golden age that's Frazetta.
The important thing is at least you know she's a woman.
Not like that cosplayer at Comic-Con.
Okay, so what did you end up doing, Miranda? What did you pick up? And have you watched?
All right, I gotta go wash my hands. All right, I'm gonna go wash my hands real quick.
Can't you just wipe your hands on your shirt?
Yeah, good to go.
No.
Since you're doing,
I love this shirt. I love this shirt.
I'm moving you again.
Shirt that I got. I'll be right
did that. I'll move.
Bye.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my goodness.
So Darren, did you play any disc golf this week?
Of course.
Did you
I got more wounds.
Oh, okay.
There you go. We have
same arm.
Yeah, you need an arm guard or something, man. So
yeah.
You end up.
I need to not throw the disc into the trees is what I need to do.
Oh yeah, I've seen the video of a couple of times where you went and actually threw it in the tree.
Yeah, well, the tree had it coming. What is Owen Wilson doing over here?
Wow.
Can I get a time machine?
Look at the bruise in that arm. Wow. Oh, wow.
Hey, I'm Ron Simeon. How about what's up?
Wow, I'm time traveling. Wow.
Well, Simeon,
I could be better at this game.
Yeah. Simeon, I actually finished the run, so I'm happy. You helped out too, man. You get A-OK'd me 2 books for the run, so I'm happy. I finished the run.
All those who helped to enable Jeff's addiction to Vampirella magazines.
Yeah.
The estate of Vampirella really appreciates you.
If you guys could also donate to the Getting Him Out of Jail fund that will be coming soon, that'd be great as well.
Randall washed his hands, but he still looks like he's chewing something. So I don't know.
You gotta have dessert, man.
Gotta have dessert. You gotta wash it down with some water.
Come on, man. So what you end up picking up today?
Good little people chatting
tonight. Crazy, man.
Yeah.
Crazy chat tonight, and we're the most unentertaining possibly.
I had a lot of fun talking about barbed wire this week.
Yeah. What did you guys
Anthony
think?
up here? That was a lot of fun.
Yeah. So what did you guys end up thinking about how YouTube took you guys off? What you guys?
You almost got banned from YouTube indefinitely for that.
It was awesome.
Yeah. Showing too much too much cleavage. That's
we were showing too many clips. And in the one YouTube video, even though I had it already queued up, goddamn Rashida Jones commercial came on, and I think that's what had YouTube. The YouTube police made us go black in the middle of the stream.
Damn,
and once you go black, you can't go back. So the thing is once we stopped the stream, I actually started a second part 2 with I started a part 2 and the part 2 blew up, so it's all good.
Yeah.
But we're gonna take a couple weeks off because from the movie reviews, but we'll be back.
Yeah, so when you guys do it, it is I helped you guys out and looked the rules up. It's actually 45 seconds of time, and then as long as you guys talk over it, it should be fine.
Yeah.
But if it's any it's 45 minutes of it, and then you can talk over it, but there cannot be no sound.
I know. That's why the Van Damme
say over and
one.
over again. I love Van
It's too
Damme.
hot.
I love Van Damme.
That's all I have to do is the next review is just going to be all Van Damme clips.
Mhm.
And that's it.
But
And I'll just repeatedly go, Van Damme.
So let's go to Randall. Randall, what did you pick up this week? Now that your
Did you
hands
wash
are
your
washed.
hands? Did
Now
you
your
lick
hands
your
are
fingers?
washed.
He
and
just
drink your
he just
water.
rubbed his nose. You got to go wash your
Yeah.
hands again.
Go wash your
No, it's
hands.
I rubbed around the thumb, outside of the thumb. It's safe.
Yeah.
It
It was a scratch. It wasn't a pick. It was a scratch.
So these are books that aren't coming out
Dude.
until. These are books that aren't coming out till Tuesday.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Sneak preview.
Mhm.
Exclusive. Yeah.
Exclusive.
So this came in. Totally forgot about it. It's the Space Jam.
What cares?
It's a little comic book, a little graphic novel here.
Oh, it's a comic
A bunch
book.
of different artists and colorists work on this. So there's different art styles throughout the book. But this is essentially the adaptation for the movie that's going to come out. And I couldn't help myself. I was curious, so I flipped to the back because I'm curious how the movie ends. So I've spoiled
Everybody
the movie. For myself.
dies.
I know how the movie ends to Space Jam. So
It ends with a dunk.
I will say, you know what? I have a feeling that the original Space Jam will still be considered better than this. That's
No
my guess.
shit.
No shit.
Larry Bird is in it. Bill Murray is in it.
Yeah.
Right.
Lola's boobs are too small.
This was like a slow week. Not a whole lot came out. Bunch of $10 books came out.
Fuck that shit.
Infinite Frontier. Which, by the way, I did read the first issue, and it was really good. I really enjoyed it. People are probably thinking like, "Oh, do I need to pick up this Secret Files Frontier to enjoy the miniseries?" No, you don't. I flipped through it. I wasn't that super impressed. I don't think this book is worth $10. But if you're the type of person who likes,
No, he's been
I
canceled.
wish. I love Pepe Le Pew.
I've been canceled.
But overall, I
Problematic.
mean, the only reason to even get this book is because Joshua Williamson worked on it. He's the same guy who's writing Infinite Frontier. I think he's a fantastic writer. This guy, like, we're going to be praising all of his writing and his work for years to come in the next, 15, 20 years.
Yeah, they said that about Warren Ellis too.
Yeah. Well, look.
No,
his writing is still great.
keep
His
showing
writing
us
is still
stuff.
great. He's got stuff he's got to do if he wants to continue writing in comics. He's got some apologies and he's got some amends that he has to make before people even allow him or are willing to let him get some of his work published right now. That's what I've been reading. That's what I've noticing on social media. I haven't delved too much into what's going on, but I will say that and good for a lot of these companies and people, they're very big on
Being pussies.
No, they're very big on you
Being
can't
pussies.
treat people a certain way. You can't do this. It's about a more professional work environment.
What else you got?
What else you got?
This one I will say is worth getting. This is
I gotta get my oven gloves because I gotta take on Warren Ellis.
Yeah. Oh, sure. Green Arrow, 80th anniversary.
How's that?
Much like all the other anniversary books, there's 10 or maybe a dozen different covers. This is the main cover, the regular cover. I actually like this cover. I also picked up this cover, which is done by Neil Adams.
Oh.
Neil Adams, of course, back in the day was very, very huge on Green Arrow. Both him and Denny O'Neil working on, they helped really make Green Arrow a popular character back in the day. Both Green Arrow and Green Lantern. And but anyways, I was browsing through this as well, and I was looking at all the names of the people working on this book, and I was like, okay, there's a few names on here I like. Tom Taylor did a story on here. I like Tom. Tom's one of the best writers in the comic book business right now, along with Neil Adams this year. Yeah. Who else? Mike Grell. Mike Grell's another legendary person who's worked on Green Arrow. He wrote and drew a story in there, which is cool. I've met Mike Grell once. Very, very nice guy. Phil Hester, who I like his art style. He's actually writing and drawing Green Arrow. And of course, Phil Hester's, for me personally, made a huge impact on Green Arrow because he worked with Kevin Smith on the Quiver storyline, which was very big. And then you got Benjamin Percy, Jeff Lemire. The person that stands out the most is Denny O'Neil's son, Larry O'Neil. Now, this is the reason why. This is the reason why you should get the book. It's not very often, very, very, very little are there moments where you read a comic book and you get all this emotion. You get like get teary-eyed. You're like, wow, you get choked up. And there's a very, very beautiful story at the end of the book. And it's not so much about Green Arrow, but the story is actually about Larry O'Neil's father, Denny O'Neil. And so you kind of see in written and drawn, you see essentially Denny O'Neil's life. And so the ending, the last several panels, very beautiful, very touching. You get a little teary-eyed, And so if you're a fan of Denny O'Neil, and this is a great book to get as sort of a thank you, as sort of like in honor of Denny O'Neil. This is a great book to get, just for that last story at the end. So this is probably my biggest recommendation for that week. You should be actually, you should get custom made oven mitts. You should have one where it's Misty America on one hand, and then
those will sell great. Those will sell great.
Yeah. And then when you put them together, right, it looks like their boobs are touching.
Oh yeah,
right?
There you go.
These are my wife's Halloween themed oven mitts.
All right.
Yeah.
So what's Anthony's hot take?
All right, my hot take. I just want to say this real quick. Warren Ellis. All right. Warren Ellis is probably one of the ugliest dudes in the world. All right. But he's a great writer, and emo goth chicks really dig him. Now, there is no evidence, even with all these women that made their own website, okay, to chat about Warren Ellis. All right. Yeah, dude, those do look like Mego superhero gloves. Right. This is Aquaman's glove, and this is like, yeah. But hey, Warren Ellis, let me explain what Warren Ellis did. He did nothing wrong. He fucked a bunch of chicks because he was one of these rock star type writers. Every single chick, young lady, every single one who has exposed him, in all their statements, all they said was that he had slept with us, totally consensual, and then he dumped them. Okay? And by the way, every single woman wanted a career in comic books. Okay? Every single girl wanted a bit of his shine, his stardom, his whatever. These women, no offense intended, this is my hot take. These women are nothing but comic book groupies. And by the way, if you're a rock star, it is not against the law or unethical to beg women who are only sleeping with you because they want to get ahead in the comic book industry. And there's nothing against the law about a guy. These women never worked for him. He didn't pay them. There's nothing wrong with a guy using his fame, fortune, money, or power to get laid by women. Okay? There's nothing wrong with that. Image should go fuck themselves, and everybody else should go fuck themselves. Okay?
I think it's a little more than that, though. I think that's just one part.
Wait. I'm still talking. My hot take is,
yeah.
in reality, this fucking world should just mind its own fucking business. These women, and by the way, all the women looked exactly the same. If you've seen pictures of them, they were all alternative goth emo chicks. So he had a type and they had a type. They wanted to get ahead by getting laid by a writer who, by the way, again, is like Harvey Weinstein attractiveness. Okay? But the difference is that none of this should have ever come up. This is my hot take. I don't care whether you are black, white, Japanese, Chinese, Indian, Hindu, Muslim. I don't care what the fuck you are. You should get work in the comic book industry by how well you draw and how well you write. And you know what's the worst thing? Here's the hot take. Here's the hot take in a nutshell. Warren Ellis shouldn't be banging women. All he is a fucking comic book writer. What the fuck? He's not Bon Jovi. He's not David Lee Roth, 1984. He's not even Harry Styles. He's a fucking fat ass, ugly comic book writer. So you know what? Oven mitt drop, bitches.
Now we should have every week. We should have Anthony hot take.
I mean, it's ridiculous. He's a comic book writer.
I think if Anthony's going to do more, I think if Anthony's going to do more. I think if he's going to do more,
they can't even say. They can't even say, "Draw me like your French girls." He doesn't even know how to draw. He's just a writer. Fuck that shit.
Go try it again. Try it again, Randall.
Try again.
I'll shut up. I'm done.
I was going to say, like, if Anthony's going to do some more hot takes, I want to see him in the kitchen.
All right.
Any more books?
I think that's a sexist thing to say. That you want to see him in the kitchen.
Why? A man in the kitchen? That is sexist.
That's progressive. It's progressive.
Hi,
so here
Smiley.
we go. Hey. So
Hooray.
the last thing I wanted to show off, it's not really a comic. DC is actually finally doing their solicit catalogs again. They've restarted it back up. So they're actually showing off some upcoming DC series that actually look pretty good. So right here on the cover, they're promoting big on I Am Batman, which is John Ridley. And
Never heard of
actually, like,
Batman.
I think he's just one of the best artists in the industry. His art is just clean and beautiful. I've been a fan of his ever since House of M. But Olivier Coipel, he's doing the art, which I'm very happy. He's like doing the whole, series. I'm assuming it's going to be a mini series. And then of course DC is showing off their Batman event, which is Fear State.
Who's writing that?
So,
Everybody.
huh?
Who's writing Fear State?
Everybody.
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 It's
everybody.
the same people. James.
Okay.
It's crossing over into all that title. So like Catwoman has a Fear State connection. Detective Comics, which is being written by Mariko Tamaki. Main reason I want to get I get Detective is because Dan Moore does the art. So yeah, it's that right there.
What else?
Nightwing has just been going crazy lately because Tom Taylor has been writing as well. That book has been selling out and going into second printings.
Dog South.
This actually is kind of interesting. This is a nice little crossover here, Batman versus Bigby. If you're a fan of Fables, you might enjoy this.
He's getting canceled too.
And then, of course, they're spotlighting Batman Day, which is September 18th, 2021. They got some cool Batman books that they will be either, shops will be giving them away or selling them for a quarter.
What day is that?
September 18th.
I will totally forget by then.
He's going to see if he can move to a state with comic book stores by then.
Yeah. I originally saw this and I thought to myself, I don't know, like another Deathstroke series. I was like, I don't know if I'm interested. And then I saw who's writing it, and it's Joshua Williamson. So I'm like, okay, I have to check this out. Basically, Deathstroke and Black Canary team up. So Deathstroke Incorporated.
Ooh, we like Black
another
Canary.
reason I think I'm going to enjoy the book also is that Howard Porter does the art.
Awesome.
It's not Black Canary.
Not Black Canary doing the art.
Rocks, man.
It's not Black Canary. I said it's not because it's Black Canary on the book. Yeah, that's why you're gonna like it, and not because of the artist.
I mean, I don't know. I do like Howard Porter. I've been a fan of his art since his JLA run with Grant Morrison.
Yeah.
And then this is interesting. This is a mini series. We're getting a new Aquaman. Aqualad is now becoming the new Aquaman.
Oh boy!
It's about time you turn into a man.
No, far from it.
I just I don't like the lettering of the damn Aquaman though. It looks a little funny to me.
Oh, the fonts, yeah.
Aquaman looks a little funny too.
So we were talking about Harley Quinn last week, right? So Harley Quinn, she's actually going to get the TV show is getting her own comic book series.
Oh boy! So are we gonna get the famous scene in it? I'm just
maybe is it? I'm sure it has to be 18 and older for that series, right?
No, it's for
it says 17 plus.
Free comic book day.
That's a whole year younger.
17 and older. That book will be recommended. Obviously, because the August we have Suicide Squad coming out, so they're gonna have a King Shark miniseries, which I think is neat.
Hand.
Yeah.
And another Titans miniseries, which
Titans
not
University.
too crazy about or thrilled about.
What?
I am enjoying Teen Titans series though.
The Academy because it's what was it? Because of Marvel coming out with their Academy one, so they had to come out with Academy. And
then the neat thing is how they it's funny how DC's kind of just combined all the other series. They'll show you 6 titles in one page in a smaller format, so that way you know what's coming out and you can at least see their cover. So I guess that's a way for them to save money on printing more pages for the catalog.
That's like 12 issues.
Yeah. Obviously, the one I'm looking forward to is I'll get a closer zoom in here. Batman 89 number 2, where we're going to see Billy D. Williams Two-Face in the series. Looking forward to that. And
he got robbed in the second movie.
Yeah.
Huh?
He got robbed in the second movie.
Oh, totally. And then right over here, I don't often pick up the Looney Tunes comics, but we've got the Super Duck.
Super Duck.
Super Duck. I will be picking that up. And then one other book I'm looking forward to picking up as well because I'm a huge Superman fan. Superman 78.
He looks a little funny in that one. Oh, that's why it's Christopher Reeves and
Chris Reeves.
I'm like, why does he look awkward?
So I think this series is supposed to continue after the Superman 2 movie. This is supposed to kind of continue on with what Richard Donner wanted to do.
4, man. They had Superman 3 and 4 after that. So
it's not
they want to ignore 3 and 4 because Richard Donner didn't do 3 and 4.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Can you show that first book again?
First book?
Yeah, the first book you showed.
The Space Jam?
Yeah.
Who got the vibrator going?
I feel like you got something hiding underneath there. You're gonna show off.
There's something hiding under there.
Ooh.
Oh, LeBron, nice. From Marvel?
Yeah, it came with ESPN the magazine way back in the day.
Oh,
now who
he
got them ratings? It ain't Thanos.
That's pretty cool. So it's an actual comic book of him.
Yeah, it came. This one actually came out with ESPN the magazine, but there is also a DC run of I think 4 or 5 issues of LeBron. So there you go.
Okay. All right. That's
So
good to know.
the Space Jam tie-in. Boom.
Mm-hmm. So did you guys watch Superman and Lois this week?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Did you guys enjoy it?
Yes. I don't remember what it was
I'll
about.
be honest, there's not been one episode of Superman and Lois that I didn't like.
Oh yeah, now I know what the plot was.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like it's been consistent every episode. It's been good.
But do you think when they get season 2, do you think it's gonna stay consistent like that, or do you think it's gonna drop in quality? You think?
There's always a chance that it could drop in quality. Absolutely. It just depends on who's involved on the show. I mean, the showrunner. So I found out the showrunner originally worked on Flash, and I think he worked on Flash back when like Flash was like doing really well. So this guy clearly is a good, showrunner. He's very good he understands the characters. I mean, that part of the reason why Superman and Lois is so good is because there's like these little moments, these little things that they show where they just capture what Superman really is, and we haven't seen that in a while. Not even in the movies, not even in the Snyder movies. We haven't Snyder hasn't been able to give us enough of anything Superman that we're familiar with.
Look, Snyder's version of him, it was Crybaby one, okay? Snyder's version is Crybaby Superman.
Maybe. Why? Because he got mad at the end when he killed Zod? You're going to call him a crybaby?
No, not that part, man. And of almost a whole movie, he was a sad sap. That's my hot take. That's Jeff's hot take.
You have no oven mitts.
Yeah, you need them other mitts, man.
Right,
that's your lukewarm take.
Yeah, lukewarm take. Yeah.
Yeah. The cool thing about this latest episode, there's references to the Alan Moore story, like whatever happened to the man. Sorry, not Alan Moore. Maybe it is Alan Moore. No, God, I can't remember. Whatever happened to the? No, not that. The man who has everything. I think that's an Alan Moore story.
So who watched Loki this week? Us three, right?
Daryl's out.
Yeah. So what did you guys think?
Tapped out.
But what did you two think?
I mean, in my opinion, the third episode, like it was just okay. I mean, it's the weakest episode of the 3 episodes that they've aired for Loki.
And I thought it was the best.
Because there was no Owen Wilson and there was no talking in it.
Wow.
That's why Rando didn't like it.
I think part of the reason.
No hot take. I thought Sylvie. I was worried about Sylvie, the Miss Loki character, but her dialogue with him I thought was awesome. There was a lot of Asgard stuff being thrown in. Got a little backstory on both of them, and the scene at the end. Spoiler: they're on some moon, and the moon is about to be destroyed by it's like another moon or a planet that's about to crash on it. And they're trying to get on some sort of rescue ship that in the timeline doesn't make it. But they're trying to alter the timeline and they don't care. They just want to survive and get off this rock. And there's some really good comedic moments. They show up at some shack knocking on the door to come in. And Loki also harkens back to the Thor, the Ragnarok thing where one of them acts as a prisoner, a la Chewbacca on the Death Star from Star Wars 1. They harken back to do that thing. Loki disguises himself a lot, and And again, there's some killer fighting in it. Loki and Sylvie show up at the TVA there, and they have a battle with the guards, and they're just they got some boomstick device that just disintegrates these people. And also, here is a spoiler. They find out that everybody at the TVA department, they're all variants. They're all not real fucking people. They're all copies or clones or whatever the fuck they are of real people, where it's a kind of come to religion moment in that the people they're going to realize that they're not real. They're in like a Matrix type shit there. And I thought that whole concept was really good and fleshed out. And again, I will say there's some fight scenes in the show that, I thought the production on this episode it looked like more money was put into that than anything that Marvel's done. And I will even say the Falcon and Winter Soldier, the helicopter scenes and all that shit, that was all CGI, train shit, all CGI. But the shit that we saw, big set sci-fi, otherworld, space, set design, and all kinds of shit. And I thought it was cool. And as I said, I'm a sucker for time travel, space, getting trapped. Your little time travel device got squished in his pocket. Good shit. But that's my thing. Randall is totally qualified to make his assessment that he thought it was the worst episode. But yeah. Randall's just a young punk, and I'm a 50-year-old dude, and I'm right, and that's all that matters. Yeah. No, but the thing is, art is subjective. So everybody, always, when you're watching this program, understand that all four of us have a deep respect for each other's opinions and commentary. We just don't always agree.
Right. We all have different takes on it. So, yeah.
What about you, Jeff? What did you think?
I actually enjoyed it. I kind of didn't see the female Loki coming. I mean, I assumed it was going to be Kang or somebody, somebody bigger. I didn't, you know what I mean? I either assumed it was like a younger Loki or something like that, like a kid Loki or something like that, or nothing like, so. But I enjoyed it really much. So I like Anthony. I agree with Anthony. I really enjoyed this episode more than the last two. This one pulled me in more, so I'm gonna stay with it now. Since I said I gave it 3, I like comics. I gave it 3 episodes. I gave it 3 books too. Like 3 books. If I read the first one and I'm not liking it really, but I'll give it at least 3 issues. So.
And when you used to buy physical media of vinyl records, cassettes, 8-tracks, or CDs, the third song on the album was always the most important. The third song was the key song on every record.
Right.
But the thing is too, and if there's any speculators out there and you missed the boat, New Avengers Dark Reign issue number 1, that is the appearance of this Loki that we're seeing on TV. Her first name is Sylvie, and her last name is something with an L. I don't remember, but she has a first and last name, and she is a variant of Loki. She is not Loki, by the way. She is a variant form of Loki, a trickster, whatever. And by the way, she is also related to she's like the Enchantress in Loki form. And that's why her magic resembles the Enchantress's magic, of course, from Thor. The thing is if you're speculating, that book was, I think, $1 or $5 2 weeks ago, and is now $100 to $150. It's New Avengers Dark Reign number 1.
Yep. And then I honestly thought, because my big thing was, I thought it was that, like you said, I thought it was the Enchantress too. I thought it was either King or the Enchantress, not a female version of Loki at all. So, but all right. Did you guys watch the Shang-Chi trailer? The next thing, the next topic. Did we watch? Yeah. What did you guys think? And I made the mistake of thinking Abomination was freaking because Abomination was green you saw Abomination anyways, but Abomination was green, so I assumed it was Fing Fang Foom, but I knew Fing Fang Foom was in the water, but I assumed it was. I'm like, and then I had Tim tell me, oh yeah, that's Abomination, because I'm used to Abomination being like orange from the previous movie. So when I saw a green one, I'm like, that doesn't. Why is Fing Fang Foom got a human face? I didn't put two and two together until Tim told me.
Orange?
Yeah, he was orange in the other movie. He was like an orange type in the other movie.
Yeah, he didn't have ears in the other movie either.
Yeah.
But this isn't the other movie. This is this movie. So there you go.
No, yeah, I know that. I didn't know that's who it was. I thought it was Fing Fang Foom when I watched it, because I only watched it real quick. I didn't like sit there and actually, actually.
Sure. And Fing Fang Foom is huge.
Yeah.
Fing Fang Foom is like the Dragon Ball dragon type.
Yeah. But I honestly think it's gonna be a good movie, man. And then he's the same thing that happened with Iron Man, like how Iron Man wasn't a top tier character. He may become another, Shang-Chi might become a little more known to everybody else now because of this movie. Like people that don't know who he was, you know what I mean? Like just an average Joe's gonna know who Shang-Chi is now, thanks to this one, I think. And I mean, it's gonna be if Shang-Chi 2 gets okay, it's gonna be more roles for more Asian actors. So that's gonna be kind of cool to see, for more work with more Asian actors. You never know, we might see Randall Park in it, being Agent Wu again, trying to recruit him to be in the Agents of Atlas. You never know.
I still hope Agent Wu gets his own Disney Plus series.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or they might call it the Agents of Atlas or whatever it was that he was. Yeah. So you never know. So what did you guys think of the trailer? You three?
I mean, I enjoyed it. It actually made me want to see it, which surprised me that I'd want to see it. But after seeing the trailer, I was like, okay, all right, you got my attention. So, I mean, for me, that's huge praise.
Yeah.
So I'm actually looking forward to it.
All right.
I concur. I concur.
What about Randall?
Yeah. I I didn't feel that much different with this trailer versus the other trailer. I think it's always good to see more footage. Kind of like to see like what else are they going to have in this film. So yeah. I mean, that's the big thing everyone was talking about was they think it's Abomination, and then they think it's Abomination fighting Wong from Doctor Strange. So there's all this speculation going on. Still, like we won't get confirmation until we actually see the movie when it comes out. But yeah, it's cool. I mean, like I love all comic book films. I love whether it's Marvel, DC, independent. I've seen every Marvel film, like MCU film. I've seen every one of them in the movie theaters. So like Black Widow's getting ready to come out pretty soon, probably in a couple weeks here, week and a half. So my goal is to go see that in movie theater. I will definitely go see Shang-Chi in the movie theater. So yeah, it's good stuff, man. I'm excited. It's nice that like we're still in a pandemic. People still should play it safe and wear their masks and stuff like that. But it's nice that everyone's kind of like going out and everything is appears to be kind of like normal again.
Yeah, well, yeah. I went to the stores today, and like grocery stores, they look like they're going back to normal a little bit. Like people.
Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Now, my doctor still because of all my illnesses and stuff, my doctor still recommends that I don't do such things.
But let's hope it goes on.
Except for your golf.
Yeah.
Well, that's outside when no one's within a distance of me. Being inside with people like coughing and breathing on me. You know, he's
Oh,
standing
huge
up,
difference,
walking
yeah.
in front of me. How dare they?
Hello, Dusty
Yeah.
Brick Brown.
Dusty, what's up?
Hey, what's up? Yeah, but like I enjoy Shang-Chi. I've always liked the character because I've always been a Bruce Lee fan, so I've always liked the character in general. So I'm happy that he finally has his own movie. So
You mean Bruce Lee or Bruce Leroy? Because Bruce Leroy had a great movie.
yeah. I like them all.
Probably
I
because
like
he had a really
every
good
single
villain
one of them.
too.
Yeah, sure enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what did you guys think of the Captain Marvel Shazam photo of all the one Anthony
The
used
one
for
with us
our
in it?
yeah,
The
the
dude
one
Oh,
on
yeah,
the
yeah.
right was really
He looked
handsome.
good.
yeah, with the one with us in it, and then the original one.
Oh, wait, there's a second one?
Yeah.
Yeah, their costumes look a lot slicker,
Mm,
a lot less Michelin Man looking. It looks more
Right.
natural.
Mhm.
But then again,
But it's
I'm a
less
huge.
colorful though, I think.
Well, yeah, but that could have been. That's before, before fix it lighting and special effects and post. But anyway, I just thought they looked better, and I thought I thought the costumes looked. I'm a huge fan of the first movie. It's one of my favorite superhero movies, and I just think anything to up the appearance. I think it's good. I think they're on the right track.
okay.
And as long as Jeff Johns is involved, I think it'll stay on the right track.
That reminds me, I need to get the soundtrack to that movie.
So what did you think of it, Randall? What did you think of the pictures of them?
Oh, yeah,
the
pictures look
outfit?
great. Yeah, pictures look great. I don't know how I feel about the villain or villains.
Who's supposed to be the villain? Oh yeah, Helen Mirren signed up for it. But who do you think she's
Yeah,
gonna
Helen
play?
Mirren, but I heard that Lucy Liu is supposed to be like the main villain, I think.
Yeah, but who do you
Um,
think these guys are gonna play? Who do we know who they're gonna play already or no?
I'm actually not that familiar with Shazam's Rogues Gallery.
Well,
It's
I'm more
a female
familiar. Like,
Black Adam.
we got one person that's pretty
the
familiar.
two characters I've always been familiar with is Dr. Savannah.
Dusty
and
is pretty
Black
familiar with the. Dusty's a big fan of Captain Marvel, so yeah, he'll probably know. So who he thinks it is.
Yeah, short cape, that would be cool.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
I just can't wait for
and
Dwayne Johnson to show up.
Rock the Dwayne Johnson. I enjoy it. I'm looking forward to it. The first movie I really liked. I'm a big fan of Zach Levy from the TV series Chuck.
Yeah,
so
I
right off
love
the
the
bat, I'm liking it. So I would like Yvonne Strahovski to make an appearance in the movie.
Oh yeah,
which I know it's not going to happen.
Yeah, but she was my big crush in the 04s, man. Like I would, the only reason I would really watch Chuck it was those two.
Yeah,
I know Yvonne is in that
aka
new movie on
Strahovski.
Amazon.
And by the way, just for a matter of talking, because it's controversial, Grace Fulton, who played Mary in the first movie as a teenager, but did not play the adult Shazam, Mary Marvel. She is the Grace Fulton, the actress who played the young Mary Marvel, is actually both Mary and the Shazam character. So it's the same actress playing both now. Whereas in the first Shazam, the adult Mary Marvel was played by a woman named Michelle Borth. But Michelle Borth was taken out of the casting, and a lot of that was due to some controversial Twitter remarks also, by the way.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yes. She was
I didn't either.
It was one of those things, she's not a Gina Carano type name even. So the woman that played her in the end sequence wasn't really a big role, big celebrity name anyway. But yeah, there was some controversial things she was saying online that kind of, I guess, resulted in her being taken out of the cast. And to be honest with you, Mary Fulton, Grace Fulton, who played Mary in the first Shazam movie, kind of looking at her, I thought she should have played Mary Marvel anyway. To be honest,
yeah, because she looked like the in the
she was
comics.
going in. Yeah, she was entering college in the movie.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
But anyway, that's just a quick aside because I saw a lot of articles about her taking over the role as Mary Marvel. Also,
yeah, and I saw a lot of the articles about like Helen Mirren being a character. I'm wondering who Dusty thinks she is, because Dusty's a bigger fan of Captain Marvel than anybody. I'm curious what who he thinks it is, and because they're both female, because Lucy Liu's is a female too. You know what I mean? It's there must be female villains or some type of god type villain that can change into
I have a dreadful feeling like the sequel won't have a good villain, but the Shazam family, the way that they're going to use them in the film, will be better. And I think it'll have more action. It will have a better production. But villain-wise, I think it's going to be very weak. I think.
Yeah. So Anthony got the answer for us.
They're playing the hero's enemies, Hespera and Calypso, who are in the Shazam lore as villains.
Greek goddesses.
They're Greek goddesses, witches, whatever you want to call them. But more importantly, did you hear that Helen Mirren is going to be Snow White in the Disney movie?
Did not know that.
Yeah, she's Snow White. Helen Mirren is the new Snow White.
Oh yeah, I saw the Snow White thing. Like they said, they found a Snow White person to play Snow White for the live action, but they didn't show who it was. Did they?
I don't remember. You know, it'd be great if they got Gay to do to play all 7 dwarves.
Yeah,
that would be
the
hilarious.
Same dwarf, the same guy that plays Golem or my precious.
Oh, Andy Serkis.
Andy Serkis plays each one of them.
No, I heard
I'm tall enough to be one of the dwarfs.
So Kevin Hart is going to play all 7 dwarves.
That'd be funny to at least have one of them to be Kevin Hart.
Dwayne Johnson is going to be Snow White.
Can I give a little advice to all the celebrities out there?
Yeah,
if you have an opinion, keep it to yourself.
Shut up. Yeah, no shit.
There.
Shut up.
You might have a job. Just there you go.
Yeah, they should all shut
it works for some of them, and it doesn't work for some of them. When you have guys like Dwayne Johnson, who's like always on social media and he's always talking, the man continues. He's a juggernaut. The man continues to just crush it and do well.
Think about where he learned how to do all that stuff. He learned it from the WWE when Vince was a beast at it. So he learned from the best person to be a monster at this stuff, man. It was from Vince.
That's why I hope the biggest success for this guy, because clearly he wants the DC films to do well. Clearly he knows that the upper management, the people who write all the checks, and they act like they know show business. They act like they know stories and characters. They act like they know what they're talking about. When it's guys like Dwayne Johnson, who've been in the film business, who is an artist himself, who understands the business and understands the characters, and he's just like, he's playing the game. He's playing the game, and I hope he wins. I think the thing is at the end of the day, Warner Brothers, they just want their money. So if Dwayne Johnson says, "Shut up, jabronis," it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you think.
Shut your mouth and know your role.
And it's going to be huge. It's going to be spectacular. It's like, I believe him.
Yeah, and then and I got another question for you guys. I've watched Joe Jusko interview, and Joe Jusko was talking about this. Like this happened to Neil Adams, or something. This story happened to Neil Adams. Well, how far do you think is too far for a fan? For like, let's just say you're a comic book artist or writer, and you go to the bathroom, you hear a knock on your stall door, and you see a book and a marker come from under the stall door. Do you think that's too far?
I'd piss on it.
Of course.
Or wipe my ass with it and say, "Here's your autograph."
Randall, did you at least wipe your hand? Wash your hands before you stuck the book under there?
but my thing is, what is too far?
Wait, Jeff, was that you and was that Sarah Frazetta in the next stall?
No. It was just look up Joe Driscoll interviews and watch this interview. I've watched this interview all the way through, and then he said this story. This he doesn't think he's a big artist or whatever, but he said this is what happened to Neil and stuff. So yeah.
It goes to show you that this person clearly does not know who Neil Adams is. It had to have been a prank. If this person knows who Neil Adams is and knows what type of person he is, like how he signs things, to do that, it had to be a prank. Like to do that to annoy the shit out of him, to get a reaction out of him.
First of all,
because I've met Neil. Met Neil several times.
Well,
And I know how
he would have put $100 bill with it and slid it under there.
First of all,
Neil
I think wants so much money that he never leaves his booth. He has a he has a bag there that he pees in. He has a catheter because Neil Adams doesn't want to miss a dollar that he's gonna get.
Yeah, because that was I thought that was kind of funny, and I thought it was I just wanted to see what everybody's point of view was about it, because I watched this interview. I thought it was kind of cool.
You think it's cool that the guy tried to get his signature in the bathroom?
The whole thing is, I think it's interesting to see you guys' point of view. That's the whole thing. Is I want to see what everybody's point of view was.
For me, if they're not at their booth, I do not even speak to them.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. I agree.
Maybe if they're walking by, I'll be like, "Hey, that's as far as it goes."
Right.
I don't think I should.
I had a cool moment. I had a brief cool moment with Rob Liefeld right after he got out of the bathroom. I was with my buddy Marco. No, I was with my buddy Marco, and he had like a list of people that he needed to interview because he was doing some stuff with Bleeding Cool, and Bleeding Cool basically was like, hey, if you go to MegaCon, interview some people, give us some interviews, and we'll give you free tickets. We'll give you press badges to get into MegaCon for free. So me and Marco got in for free. I was like his photographer. I was like taking pictures. And
you did not take pictures in the bathroom.
No. I was not in the bathroom at any point with anybody.
You need a long way.
So anyways, we're standing there, we're talking, and out of the bathroom comes Rob. And I was like looking in that direction. I was like, hey, it's Rob. Rob just, I told Mark, I was like, hey, man, this is probably a good opportunity for you to approach Rob. Good chance for you to approach Rob and ask him if you can do an interview with him later. And we were like, he was tired, I was tired. So it was like almost the end of the day. Mark was like, nah, I don't need to. I was like, okay. And so like Rob's like walking by us, and I was like, hey, what's up, Rob? And Rob was like, hey, and we did like a little fist bump, and he just kept walking. But he was nice enough to just like, hey, what's up, man? Fist bump, and then kept going. So it could have been easier for him to just like shrug off and be like, I can't talk, or sorry, leave me alone. I have to go. Bye.
Now, if they're not at their booth, that right there is as far as I'll go.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh yeah. And then one time, it's so funny. I was with some friends at MegaCon, and as we were like leaving, we crossed paths, and there's Tom King, and me, like I was like, so I don't know. I wasn't thinking, but at the same time, I treated Tom King like I know who you are, but like the way I said it, it was like as if we knew each other, Ooh. So as we were like leaving, we're walking. I'm going one direction. He's coming in another direction. We cross paths. That's funny. I was like, hey, what's up, Tom? How's it going? And he kind of just gave me a look like he's not sure if he knows who I am. And he's like, hey, yeah. He's like, it's going good. He's like, yeah, you're having a good time at the convention? He's like, yeah. He's like, okay, see you later, man. And just kept walking. But it was just so funny, the look that he had on his face. Like, he was just like looking at me like, because I had never met him, and I saw him and I was just like, hey, what's up, man? And but I just sounded so confident when I said it, that he just looked at me like for a second there, he felt bad, like, oh, I don't know who this guy is, or I don't remember his name.
The new listing for MegaCon, George Perez is coming back, and I'm surprised about that one. That one.
Really?
Yeah.
George has got to be freaking bored as hell.
Yeah. But I'm excited. I'm excited to actually see him. So to see him for the second time. I've met him once already, so I'm excited to meet him again.
Yeah, I've met him one time as well. I've seen him more than once in person, but I never actually met him until I went into his line and got his signature.
So I'm excited.
But yeah, it'd be cool to see him again.
There's a couple. Yeah, there'd be a couple of them that I'm excited about, though. But he's one of the ones that I'm pretty excited about.
Yeah, I want to get JLA Avengers #4 signed by him. It's a monumental cover.
I was thinking about getting a commission from him, but I already saw the prices. I can't.
It's like, damn, how much money you got, dude?
He can't draw very well anymore either. He's got serious eye problems, by the way. So that's one of his reasons for his retirement.
I drew this earlier today.
Yeah.
Who wants to sign me?
Todd McFarlane signed that. That was real, by the way. That picture of that toilet, that toilet seat cover, that was a promotional thing for Deadpool 2. The writing on the top of it said, "This is all Deadpool 2 could afford," and it was an actual real shit. So when you said something about Rob Liefeld in the bathroom, my head thought of that, and I went,
"You thought of that?"
Speaking of Rob Liefeld, Friday was the 30th anniversary.
It's signed.
The 30th anniversary of X-Force 1. And he's been milking that for a week, talking about it. And
and he's gonna be making appearances in July, all over Florida, or in Coliseum Comics and all this other stuff. So.
He's doing 4 or 5 appearances. He's doing 4 appearances. I'm going to see him in Kissimmee with 2 friends of mine on Saturday, July 12th or something like that. And he actually is he's actually doing a dinner and a movie that night where you could go have dinner and a movie with him. But it's a little costly, and I don't think I'll be doing that. I don't have Jeff Vampirella money. It's like $300.
But this is
$500.
Stuff is through years, man. The Vampirella stuff is through years, and then the pandemic happened.
I know.
I know. I'm just messing, dude.
Just find out where they're doing the dinner and movie, and just wait in the bathroom.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. That's pretty much all you have to do.
Yeah, but you guys know the cards that came out in the 90s, the Masterworks that Joe Driscoll did, right?
Is it these?
Yeah, those Masterworks.
Did you just have that ready or what?
I mean, I bought these a while back, and I just had them sitting here. And
really?
Wow,
that was planned.
But 3 months, because I've watched the interview, and he did them because the Marvel was pretty much being dicks because they gave him 3 months to get it done. Where
all the cards
was it was like 100 cards, 100 characters, or more than that, or something like that. And they didn't expect Joe to get it done. And because they were expecting Joe to get like maybe 25 to 50 done, and then not able to get the rest of it done because it was 3 months. And then his painted style. But I watched the interview, dude. He did that. He did 4 hours of sleep almost every single day to get this thing done. He said he did 4 hours here. He did 3 hours here just to get up and then do that stuff. I'm like, holy shit. He goes, I can't do that now, man. The age I am at, I won't be able to do that. But dude, that shows you how much
Well,
of a master he was.
The sad thing is we live in a day and age now where no artist would ever do that.
Right.
You know, there's other ways for artists to make money now.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like they'd rather make you know.
Yeah, just see who can we get to.
Yeah.
Nice, Gambit.
But just look at that and imagine that he only had 3 months to do that.
Yeah.
He only had 3 months to do all of them.
Well, the question is, who ended up doing the coloring and the inking?
He did. I think he did. I think he said he was the one that painted them.
I think he painted all that stuff.
Yeah, he painted all of it.
Really?
Yeah, he's a painter.
Yeah, he painted all of it. He said he didn't even draw the first, like, you know how you have to do rough sketch? He didn't even rough sketch any of it because the amount of time they gave him, he didn't have enough where he did like the first 25, he like drew it, he sent it off. They only minuscule change stuff. He got, screw this, I'm just gonna paint all of them, and then if they want to change stuff, screw it. You know what I mean? And he just painted them. And just,
like go ahead and try to change my painting. They're not gonna want to go through all that hassle.
But he did like 25 at a time, I think, or something. I know he did like 5 at a time or 25 at a time or something like that. And he brought.
3 months. You're looking at 90 days. How many cards were there? 100.
100 or more, I think. I don't remember exactly what he said.
Yeah, but this set was 90 in this set, but this other one had like 150.
Yeah,
so
that's
I'm not
the
sure which set it was.
Yeah, I'm not.
Crazy.
I know it was Master. All I know it was Masterworks, and I know it was the first volume. That's all I know.
Hope he got paid well.
Yeah, he got paid with decently. Like he like I watched his interview. He actually quit. He actually quit for a little while. And went to the police academy and I was a police officer for a while.
Oh, him and Steven Seagal. There you
go. But he retired. He quit after he goes, I need to get some work, man. Like because he's always been an artist. You know what I mean? He goes, I need something better. You know?
Yeah, I'm sure at the time it was tough trying to get work. Yeah.
Yeah, he went to the same school. Neil and all of them went. Yeah, he went to the same school. Neil Adams, and all of them went.
Yeah, granted, he can't work like he used to, but he doesn't need to now because now you have conventions, you have speculators, you have grading. So,
being honest, I hope I get to meet him one day. He's one of my favorite, one of my top 10s. So,
what would you do if he was? What would you do if he was a quick jerk to you?
Just hang out by the bathroom.
No, if I could have the money, I would actually ask him I would actually commission him to do something. If I would, if I had the money, I would. Like, for sure, it would be like him and St. Julian. Those the two people. If I had like boatloads of money, it'd be those two to do like the Vampirellas for me, because Joe actually has one by St. Julian. He says he looks at it every day, and it's. Compared to like comic wise and his painting stuff, they're way different.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I thought I'd bring it up because I was watching the Joe interview, like Jusko interview, like a couple of days ago,
I just had the craziest idea. Like, what if Joe Jusko drew like the Pope, but he drew him like the Punisher? So you see the Pope with like just two big giant machine guns, like running, like he's shooting.
There is a Battle Pope. There's a character called the Battle Pope.
Oh, there's Battle Pope, yeah, but I'm talking about like regular Pope.
That'd be kind of cool.
Like would he have like that car with like the glass box around it?
Right. He's exploding out of the glass box of the Pope Mobile with the two guns, like
We have something here.
That's a new character in Spawn 319.
That's great. That's great.
All right, I'm gonna actually call it, guys. So, what are you guys gonna be up to this week?
One final topic.
Okay.
I think it's very important to mention. It was revealed recently through apparently a Cameo service. Tom Welling was asked by a fan, and he revealed to the fan that, like, hey, So me and Michael Rosenbaum, we are working on a pitch. We're working on submitting a project, and apparently they want to bring Smallville back, but they're going to bring it back as an animated series. So it hasn't been approved yet, but at least we know that Tom Welling's interested, Michael Rosenbaum is interested.
Allison
So
Mack.
if I don't know.
Kristen Crook, maybe.
But
But
anyways, they want to bring a lot of the people back.
Allison Mack.
What they can't
I
bring
think
Chloe
the cool
back.
thing,
Chloe's in
if they do
jail.
the animated series, if they end up doing the animated series, I hope that they follow. Because remember, Smallville came out with the season 11 comic book, where basically the comic book took place. It continued the show after the show had ended through the comic book. So I think it'd be really cool if they ended up taking that and developing around that for an animated series.
But
that would be
like
awesome.
do 20 seasons, like almost up to 20 in the comics, right? Like 18 up to 20, right, or something like that. Didn't they do like
no?
more than...
I think they did up to like season 12 or season 13.
I remember 12, but
but
I remember them at a Comic-Con a few, probably 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago, where they were talking about wanting to do more Smallville. I mean, it's been a long time ago they've been talking about this. So I really hope they do, because I love the show.
So when Supergirl first came out, on CBS, I had read that Tom Welling had a deal with CBS and with Warner Brothers, because he was trying to get TV shows made. He wanted to continue being a producer and make money just through, producing TV series. So there was talks that Tom Welling had some kind of agreement going with them. I think that part of that agreement was CBS wanted Tom Welling to come back and play as Superman on the Supergirl TV series, but that never happened. And then of course, once they got Tyler Hoechlin or whatever, however you say his name, whatever deal that CBS had with Tom Welling, they ended that deal. So Tom Welling has nothing. He's lucky he even got to show up on Lucifer. So I think right now Tom is kind of running out of money. I think he's trying to get work, and he knows with the popularity of Smallville that it's just easy money for him. I never thought he'd do conventions. He's doing conventions now. So that to me means that,
whatever his syndication money is for Smallville,
he's not making that much.
The one person that won't be able to do any of it. So we're going to hear her in the chair.
Don't count her out completely, because there's talks that I read somewhere recently that the judges, everybody's like trying to, like they're trying to cut down her prison time, or they're trying to get her like to not go to prison. And they're trying to say that she's rehabilitated, she's doing better, she's a better person now, she's not the same person.
That picture was from yesterday, by the way. That picture that I shared, shared, that was from yesterday. A Variety magazine, a Hollywood Reporter had. She
still looks good.
Going to see the judge.
Okay, I'm really good at impersonations, which I know you guys didn't realize this, but this is my impersonation of Allison Mack with 2 scenes to go. You have 2 more minutes. Oh no, I'm not gonna get them done. There you go.
Okay.
We're gonna recut that. We're gonna recut it, and we're gonna say instead of Allison Mack, it's gonna be Chloe Grace Moretz.
So we're gonna do a quick wrap up, and let's see what Anthony got to do.
I wanted to say Allison Mack could probably star in this animated reboot if she can get through the traffic.
A play on words. A play on words.
All right. So, Randall, what are you going to be up to this week?
We're just horrible human beings. That's all it is to it.
Yeah. So, what are you going to be up to this week?
Just resting. I feel like a little cold is coming on. The weather here in Florida has been pretty bad. Just almost raining almost every day, and then just in and out of the rain, hot and cold. So my body's finally saying, "Hey, you better get some rest, or you're gonna get slammed with a cold." So I'll be mostly just resting. I finished Spider-Man, the '90s animated series. I finished it today. So,
Nice.
by the way,
Nice.
it's awesome to see an animated version of the Scarlet Spider. I just had to throw that out there.
All right. What's Anthony gonna be up to? Oops.
Oh, hey. Hi there. My name is Anthony Sika. I'm the publisher of Wild Mercury Comics. It's an independent publisher out of the Daytona, Florida area, and I am going to be working on the remaining 10 pages of my new title, Misty America. Misty America #1. It's a tale about a girl and her dog, and it's going to be coming out in late August, early September, and that's all I could say at the moment. And also, on a nerd side of things, since this is the Extreme Nerd Table, I am going to make a promise to myself to read more comics and not look at them with a critical eye. I'm going to enjoy what I enjoy and peruse with my eyes the things that I want to look at. And if I want to read Warren Ellis, I'm going to read him. But more importantly, I'm going to read and look at more art by the king, Jack Kirby, this week than I ever have. Because let me explain something to all you novices out there, all you would-be writers and creators. When you sit around and you look at art over the past 60 or 70 years in the comic book industry, stop trying to emulate your favorite artist, whether it's Rob Liefeld, whether it's John Byrne, whether it's Neil Adams, whether it's Alex Ross, whether it's Todd McFarlane, whether it's Jim Aparo, and especially don't try and draw like Brian Bolin because you're never going to be able to do it. Even behind me, don't try and draw like J. Scott Campbell or Billy Tucci. Just try and be yourself, but read a lot of Jack Kirby's work, both Marvel, DC, and independent, because here's what you will learn how to do. You'll learn how to tell dynamic stories through visuals. And that's what I have to say. You got to stop taking comic books so seriously. Stop fucking reading Alan Moore and Neil Gaiman. If I want to read poetry, I'll go read William Shakespeare or Kurt Vonnegut Jr. or, I don't know, Howard Stern. But you know what? If you want to learn how to make comic books, check out a guy named Stan Lee. Check out a guy named Roy Thomas. Check out a guy named Jack Kirby. And by the way, check out Jim Starlin if you want to know how to create comic books. That's
so. Let me get this straight. You want me to check out some dudes?
Yes, check them out and bother them in the bathroom stalls, and you will learn something important.
Oh boy,
that's all there is, man.
Yeah, what you got going on?
He's the king.
Daryl? Yeah, what you got going on, Daryl? Disc golf. That's cool.
If you look carefully, that one goes directly into the trees. But
stop aiming for the
soon
trees.
We will be back on Anthony's channel for some more podcast or casting and stuff for another movie. I think he's decided which one, but I'm not going to spoil it. And hopefully this week we can do our disc golf podcast. One of the guys, he is preparing to get married, so his time is valuable. So we may not be able to do one this week because we do want to talk about the World Championships that this happened this past week. And Randall, I do want to know what's in those boxes behind you, the ones that say fragile. I feel like they're legs. I'm just curious about that. But other than that, I may actually put out a video sometime this week. I don't know.
I'm excited for that.
Awesome.
Yeah. And what you got going on, Randall? Oh yeah, I already did that. Already.
Yeah, Randall.
Yeah. Oh, no, real quick.
Those legs.
Real quick. I saw someone just pull up in the comments the
Yeah.
Wednesday pool list. I
Yeah.
just want to say, dude, I know you. I've seen you on TikTok. I follow you.
Yeah.
You got some great content, man. So thanks for tuning in. I didn't know he's one of the people to watch.
I'll go
So-
check out. I'll go check out the Wednesday pull list myself.
Is that
Me
more
too.
dudes you've been falling into the bathroom?
Yeah.
No,
That's
All
a
right,
whole different
guys.
poll.
Thanks for watching the Cantonese Comic Kids channel. Well, I'm gonna have Cantonese Comic Wednesdays this Wednesday. Be sure to tune into Cantonese Comic Wednesdays. Be sure to tune into the Nerdy Collective show with Robert G. Be sure to tune into the Silver Age Sunday crew. We're actually back for a little bit, and that's pretty much it, guys. And next week's Extreme Nerd Table. So you never know what we're gonna be talking about. We talk about a little bit of everything, guys. So check you guys later, and we'll see you soon.